It's tag time because I really aspire to be on Josh Jane's level. Like how she's able to pump out these videos, these tag videos. It's just really admirable. Kudos to you, Josh Jane. So today I have the Emmy's World of Fragrance, my fragrance addiction tag. Okay. So that's literally just, admitting that I'm addicted. But I still like to call myself a fragrance enthusiast, okay? Let's get into these questions. We have about 12 questions here. And the first question is, why do you use fragrances? I use fragrances as a mood booster and as an accessory to everything else going on. So whether it's my mood, my outfit, the occasion, I'm generally using a fragrance to just kind of seal the deal, top it off, help just create that mood that I'm in. The second question is, how much and where do you apply perfume? I apply a lot. I apply everywhere. So I actually have been asked this question before, and I believe my answer was about 20 sprays. And that's really because under my clothes, I'm going up the arm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then once I put on my clothes, I top it off for like 19, 20, 21, 22. So let's say 22. Yeah, between 20 and 24. So that's that on Mary Had a Little Lamb. The next question is, how many perfumes do you use daily? Daily, I would say, if I'm actually going somewhere and have a real full scent of the day, I will probably use 2 to 3. So one generally is an all-over fragrance, and then the second one will be if I was undecided on a fragrance. That second one that didn't become the all over fragrance, I will put it sort of on my wrist so I can have a little bit of that fragrance because I wanted to wear it, but I chose not to, so I'm wearing it a little bit. The third fragrance will come in at night. So I'm generally spraying on something before I go to bed because I just want to sniff away to sleep. And if I'm not going somewhere with a full scent of the day, I will have on fragrances in excess of about 6. I'm not spraying them all over. I may spray one here, one on the other wrist, one on my forearm, one on the other forearm, wash my hands, take a shower, do something else where I'm kind of getting one scent off and testing something else. So I just do this all day long because I want to smell stuff, and I want to smell stuff while I'm watching videos. I want to smell something when I'm working at the computer. So yeah, lots of fragrance. Do you enjoy other perfume products? And that is a whole yes. So I really try to make sure my other household or any other products smell great because that's how I enjoy stuff, whether it's the dishwashing liquid, my deodorant, carpet deodorizer, or room spray, body lotions to candles. Like I want them to smell good. A fragrance in my collection best represents me right now. So me right now in this current stage where I have been into perfumes for a little while now and it is spring, I would say that it is spring in quarantine. I would say that the fragrance that represents me would be my Valentino Voce Viva. Valentino Voce Viva, first there's vanilla in it. It has a beautiful citrus in it. It's easy to wear, but it's not boring. And even the packaging is pretty minimalistic, but not boring. There's studs on the top. There's red, a little accent of red on the top, and the bottle is shaped nicely, so that would be the fragrance for me. Fragrance that you love but don't wear often, and so that would be my Tom Ford Noir Parfum. It says Tom Ford Noir, but it's Tom Ford Noir Parfum, and I don't wear this often because one, it is a winter fragrance. Maybe if you're daring enough fall, but this is a cold weather fragrance. It is gourmandish, it is spicy, it is, I don't think there's oud in it, but it has a slight kind of touch of oud to me. It's just, and it feels more special occasion. So this is one that I absolutely love. So glad I have in my collection. Don't want to be without, but I just don't wear it that often. Do you divide your fragrances by masculine, feminine, or other? I divide my fragrances by seasons. I'm about to pack away like all of the heavy cold weather fragrances and pull out and make sure I have my spring wardrobe together. And part of the question was, do you divide them by masculine or feminine? I do not divide my personal collection by masculine or feminine, but when adding to my collection, that is absolutely the very first question that I'm asking. I know people are very much into, oh, you wear whatever you want, which is super true, but I know my taste and I like things that are traditionally feminine leaning, so that leads me to ask and find out generally before even looking into the notes, because even some notes sound really good that are actually super masculine. So that's that on that. How do you typically purchase fragrances? That's a loaded question. So if it's designer, if it's brand new, I have to go in the store and sniff. Oftentimes, even if it's not brand new, I want to go in the store and sniff. If it is an older fragrance, I will buy it on a discounter site. If it is niche and I don't have many options for sampling or to get a discovery kit, I will blind buy. I just have to do as much research as possible. And as much as I think I'm doing research, sometimes it's just not always perfect. But yeah, so that's how I purchase fragrances. What's a fragrance that's not love at first sniff, but now I love? Okay, one, love is a strong word. So I'm still in a phase of not love at first sniff, and now I really like. So that fragrance would be Guerlain's Shalimar Souffle Intense. Shalimar Souffle Intense was described as a lemon cookie, but for the average young American Western nose, this is not lemon cookie for me. It's pretty savory. It has spices in it that is just on a whole other level. So for me, this is on a different level of a lemon cookie. Souffle Intense especially. I do have Souffle, which is dialed back a bit. That's getting closer to a traditional lemon cookie for me. But yeah, so this one is one that I really like. It is intriguing. When I first got, I could not stand this. I had this for a while and I had to wait until it got cold to try to see how I felt about it. And so now I really like it. How do I handle fragrance disappointments? Fragrance disappointments, because this journey started so recently, a lot of my disappointments, I just said, let me wait on it to give my nose a chance to come around to see if I like it. If not, I just try to give it away. Not yet into selling, but I feel like it's in my future. A fragrance that's on my wish list that I'm not able to purchase. So generally, there are no fragrances that go on my wish list that I cannot purchase. simply because it just doesn't make sense to. But if I had to think about it, I would probably say Kriegler's Abracadabra, and that's because Nika Marks hyped up this fragrance so much. It sounds like she would trade her husband for this fragrance. If she had to choose between the two, she'd probably choose the fragrance. So that made me pretty interested in it. But because of the price, and I never even heard what notes are in this fragrance. So I have no clue like if the fragrance is a green fragrance, a rose fragrance. I don't even know anything about the fragrance. I just know that Nika Marks love her some Abracadabra. She's a YouTuber that reviews fragrances, and she will, if you're ready to drop some money, that's who you go see about fragrances. I'll link her. Last question for us today is, what percentage of my collection is designer or niche? So I would say that 50% of my collection is designer, and about 30 is niche, and 20 is celebrity. Give or take some percentages. I know I definitely have more designer than anything. I don't have as many celebrity, and but I do think I have less celebrity fragrances than niche. So that's it. There you have it. That is the My Fragrance Addiction tag. Again, thank you, Emmy. And I think Joss may have tagged me too. But thank you. And if you have not done this tag, please do it. I'm always interested in hearing people's answers. Please let me know if you've done it. Hopefully I'll see it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.